Just wanted to share with you a quick tip on using contrasts in order to give you your solos a bit more direction. So I'm going to jam over this backing track. You can get this below as well, and then I'll talk about how to apply this. Okay, wish me luck. Okay, so right there I was using contrast to sort of direct my thinking as I was playing. Even though I was focusing on ideas and licks, I was using these main kind of categories in my head to keep my solo kind of having a conversational aspect with itself. And contrast naturally does that. We have light and shade, okay, and they are opposites but they complement each other. So here I actually took some post-it notes, which is kind of crazy, but it's a good way of practicing. I've got smooth and sharp written on this one, and I've got low and high written on this one. And low and high, it could be anything from playing, lower down on the neck using lower positions. I'm using the A minor pentatonic, but using the G form of it. And then I from my memory, I started to at least try and, when I finished a phrase down here, complement it with something higher up. So that's a nice and simple one, and it could mean anything as well. It could mean, as far as the whole neck, or just within a position. You could maybe stay down low. That could have been the higher note there, for example, that I was using to contrast. And it helps me focus on that, which creates a kind of standout point in the solo rather than me just noodling around. The other one I like to use there was smooth and sharp. Now, I did kind of focus on technique there, but whatever techniques you have or ideas around those words, smooth could mean legato. It doesn't have to be fast, it just means connected. It could be bending. It could mean legato. And then sharp could mean picking, it could mean staccato. I also like the idea of sharp meaning wide intervals, just because it will start to kind of stand out. It reminds me of sharp peaks of a mountain pass or something. So the point is that you're using kind of non-guitaristic words in order to call upon your own well of ideas when you're soloing. Now, it will yield certain results, and when you're practicing, like I was demonstrating there in a teacher guitar mode, it's going to sound very, here's that moment, here's this moment, etc. But I think it gets us out of autopilot and a bit more into our own innate musicianship, and it's a nice way of practicing improvisation at the very least, and also a good kind of pointer to have in the back of your mind when you're performing and improvising live. It just keeps you on track, and you can make up your own contrasts, and you don't have to use sticky notes, but it's a nice way of kind of quickly coming up with something, writing it down, and off you go. Alright, so I'm going to play us out. Thanks for joining me this month, and I'll see you soon.